Hey there, you got quicksand, will, spam, change. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have religion. And on the top, we have vain. Okay. Something about an inheritance, a family member's will, a relative, whoever's will, and your inheritance, someone's. There's a change to it. Okay. Initially, there was a change because someone tried to get you caught up in some kind of nonsense. Okay, that's getting you caught up with inheritance nonsense. You can't get it. That backfired. So now we've got whoever's in charge of the will, the inheritance that you have not got, if that's your situation, they're in quicksand. They're trying to muddy the waters because they don't want to go through some change. So let's see what that's about. Okay, caution. Determination. They better be careful coming at you so much. Coming for you or whatever. Somebody thinks they can get rid of you. I don't mean literally, I just mean get rid of you in some way. I'm not sure how yet. Determination. With quicksand? Oh. They're sinking quick, huh? So there's strong determination to, let's say, take the inheritance, right? Let's just go with that. That's pretty typical. Although they've been successful at it, okay, success, they were determined. That might be why they were so successful at it. They were determined to spam it, to muddy the waters, why you should have the inheritance, why that needs to change, why they should have it, for example, right? Hunger, okay. Hunger with spam? All these cards are like the same shades. Let me see what else comes out. Change. Abundance. Yikes, they gonna go hungry because there's a change to their abundance. Oh wow, looks like it's their time to starve. Figuratively or literally, especially if somebody did that to you, that's gonna happen to them. So they need to spam up the situation. They need to make it look not so bad on their end. They've got to stop. Something has to come to an end. Yeah, look, balance has to come to an end. Something has to stop. They can't keep doing it. Isolation, yikes. For them, not you. Okay, let's see what this is about. I just seen adjustment with quicksand. They're gonna have to adjust quickly. Beginnings, curiosity, excitement. Beginnings. Okay. So they're determined to get a new beginning at coming for the inheritance, or to be included in the will. They're just literally determined to be in on it, really. Temperance, alchemy, manipulation. Trying to have patience so they can manipulate the situation about the will, the inheritance. Yeah, that's very clear. Alright, what about spam? Prophecy, reflection, moon phases. Why do I get that they say that you aren't really a prophet? If you are, say you're out here making predictions. You're chosen. Speaking truth. They say you're not. Heaven, earth, journey. So you came from heaven, down on earth, for your journey. But you came with this. But you ain't got that right now. It's because of whoever tried to spam the whole inheritance or will situation for you. Protection on the bottom, so you are protected from it, clearly. Still doesn't mean you have it in your hands yet, though, so right, so what the heck. Alright. You could be being watched heavily right now because of this, so gang stalk maybe? So do you get messages from the divine and they don't like that? They want to thwart it. They want to, put a baton in the middle, be like, whew, nope, not doing it. Yeah, well, you can't stop someone's intuition, people. Weird. So they think if they can put enough noise around you in your environment, they can ruin you or make you stumble. You are getting messages. Ooh, you're a starseed, not just chosen. You are a chosen starseed. There's a difference. Yeah, you're getting messages from the other side, from the Galactic Federation. If you know, you know about them. Okay, they important, super important, especially if you're a starseed. That's like your masters. That's like your government. You go to them for consulting. They consult with you, but in your sleep. I don't know, maybe in your waking life. Shoot. What's the quicksand? Artistic integrity, honesty. Their honesty's being questioned. Well, it serves you right. You could have Syrian A group. Okay, there's A and then there's B. You could have Syrian DNA. Okay, divine feminine, birthing fertility. Trying to create new situations, new scenarios pertaining to the inheritance, tied to the will. Okay. Anunnaki, controlling drama, conflict of interest. Okay. So the controlling, the drama, conflict of interest with spam, that's a giveaway. They're trying their best to muddy the waters, like I said. They just want to make you look bad, like you shouldn't have the inheritance, or it's righteous that you don't, or, with religion on the bottom, it's the way it's supposed to be for viewer. They can't handle it. They're irresponsible, They think they talk to spirits. They're just talking to the air. They think they're talking to their spirit guides, but we think they're talking to the air. We think they're loony. You got protection right here. You get messages. You're protected. They're jealous. That's all that is. So, yeah. Andromedans, okay. Autonomy, free will, manifestation. Okay, free will. Yeah, they manifested the change for themselves. Also, this abundance for you is coming back. You've manifested it back to you. I don't know how or what manner that would show up. What fashion or form, but it'll be tangible somehow. It'll be tangible. Let's see what the tarot says. Okay. Well, we got Ace of Cups. You're gonna love it. Love what? Seen the Hanged Man, so of course wanting to cause you some kind of stuckicity. Yeah, I just made that up. Pretty sure I made it up. Okay. You can expect to celebrate also with maybe a couple other people eventually. So if they're trying to keep you, segregated, if you will, it won't work much longer. Someone from the past, the far back past, so like high school sweetheart, childhood friend that never went sour. Y'all just, distance just happened, right? They might come into the picture. Doesn't have to be love related. There's the Hanged Man. Okay, that might be you right now, your situation. That's understandable, especially if your inheritance is up in the air. Yeah, you're going to feel stuck. Especially with the abundance aspect. Of course. The High Priestess child. Oh, and then the Moon. Stop it. In the Chariot. Cute little combo here, y'all. Moving forward. This could be about transportation. If you need a ride, you're going to get a ride. Could also be about the police. I'm not saying you're getting a ride from the police, though. I mean, she is, somebody might. But I don't think it's going to be you. I don't think it's be you. The High Priestess, look at her. With her little psychic bullet. Okay, you came from heaven, already a High Priestess. So I'm getting that when you were a baby, this inheritance was yours. Whoever took it or has to do with it being not in your hands right now, they knew this about you when you were little. They knew you were like this. They knew you had some kind of ability. That might be why they targeted you, to be honest. Especially if they don't have that ability, you know. The moon. Okay, we have the moon. It's a secret. Not for long. Because we've got change. So, yep, and quicksand. There's really no getting out of this one. Let's see what the Kipper say is. Ooh, somebody official could be caught up in it. Like somebody that wears a uniform. Okay, we'll take it. Somebody official. Interesting. What do we have to say about this official? Now the official feels stuck, tied to your abundance. Oh, ew. So this might be a shady official, y'all. Could be a crook. Something, yeah. They're tied to your family. Super concerned about something tied to your family. Yikes. You do wrong, wrong will follow you. You don't get to just do wrong and get away with it. Not forever. Lovers. Okay. High honor trying to be in reverse. So somebody's ex-lover, whatever, something about a love tie. They're being looked at. If they were considered important, they're not important no more. Or they're being looked at with disgrace. Regardless of who it is, the official person is not official no more. They ain't high honor no more. Privileged lady was in reverse. Child, my cards aren't in reverse though. But I'm gonna take it. So let's say that's somebody that had the inheritance, not you, right? They ain't gonna feel privileged much longer. Or they're already not. This is about a gift. Your gift. Something for you. It wasn't given to you. Somebody passed away, which ties up to the inheritance, the relatives' will, whoever's will. Doesn't have to be a relative. There's relationship again. Remember, we've seen Ace of Cups, new relationship. Lovers, courtship. Relationship. A lot about that. I'm not sure why, though. Okay, the ending of something. Oh, gosh. Look out my end for them. It's going to end for you because this shit's over. But then we have, that's how it's going to end for them. There ain't no lock on your side. Okay, it's just over. Finality. Finito. You could be this person. Could be something to do with some fella. A main guy in the picture. Main male. What's next for viewer? Because this is, you know, we want something positive to hear. We would like to know something positive because this is kind of gloomy. You know, because it's not saying, oh, viewer, you get your inheritance right now. This is what's happening. Da, 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 da. This is just letting you know somebody's trying to muddy the waters. They're still, literally still trying to cause issues, trying to hold it up, keep it back from you, something like that. If you're going hungry, that's a goal. They're enjoying that, which is disgusting. Very pitiful. You know, you would never wish hunger on somebody if your ass has been one day hungry. Okay? Alright. I went 2 weeks without eating. Quite literally. Why, Ashley? Why you don't have a job? Oh, because every time I try to get a job, they ruin it. They literally call in and I lose it. Okay? 3 times. So, you know, it forces you to not be able to clock in anywhere. So guess where I chose to clock in at? YouTube! So, TikTok, whatever, right? What's next for the viewer? So regardless of these people trying to stop you, you're still going to make money. You're still going to have what you're supposed to have. You may get it in a different form. You may get some of it. I don't know. It's different for everybody. But, yeah. A new idea. Interesting. You're getting a new idea. Okay, that could be like a spark of some kind of money tunnel or something. Like a wormhole with money is what I'm getting, which is super weird. I don't even know how to interpret that really. But like a fast track to money. You get clarity finally. So you are going to hear some kind of information about this. We don't have envelope or anything, dictionary out here or anything, but you are going to get some kind of information about it, and you do get a new beginning regardless if they want you to or not. That's how it's going to go. One more. Okay, perfect. These go very well together. Okay. Clarity and then finality. You're going to understand why, what happened, what really went down with the inheritance, where it's at. Dang, y'all, look at this. Something big is revealed. What's big could be your inheritance. It could just be the big secret. Who knows? But we got moon, you know. So, alright, y'all. I'm going to leave that there. Look forward to hearing something about someone's downfall that has to do with keeping you back from your inheritance. Okay? Alright. Love you. Bye.